Hey guys, how you doing? It's Kevtech here bringing another video on information technology. I hope you're having a good day. Happy Sunday. And today I want to make a simple video. Video is going to be me covering IT jobs online like I always do. So I'm going to cover applying for jobs or help desk, IT support, desktop support. So we're going to look at jobs online. Obviously, if you're new to my channel, you know what to do. Rate, comment, subscribe, give me a thumbs up. Really appreciate it. So let me share my screen. I make these videos every once in a while. I do want to go over some jobs and what they mean and how they work and what they're asking for. So let me just share my screen real quick. Here we go. So it's not going to be New York. I want to search information technology, but I want it to be not New York, just information technology is what we're going to search. I'm going to look at we're going to look at entry level jobs. So let's do Knoxville. Tennessee, let's see what they're asking for. So escalate tickets, SLA service level agreement. If you guys ever wonder about service level agreement, like you should look at ITIL. So if I could type right, here we go. So basically it's like those it helps you understand like this escalations and stuff like that for service level agreement. So a lot of managers take ITIL certifications. It gives you like a well-rounded understanding of service management. So it's for business needs, cost, money, and everything. So you may want to look at that. But basically, here it's just service level agreement. So sometimes the way it works is, and I'm gonna stop sharing just for a second. So like some companies, I'm not sure what your SLA is. Like my SLA when I worked at a financial firm, if there's a ticket in the queue, for example, it could only be in the queue for 15 minutes, no more than that. Otherwise, we get an alert saying why has this ticket not been grabbed by somebody. So some companies have an SLA like that, where the ticket is it could only be there for 15 or 10 minutes or 5 minutes. My SLA at a financial firm where I work directly with the CEO, the SLA for that was 10 minutes. And then we had a service level agreement as well. Like when you're troubleshooting a problem, the most you could stay with a customer on a call was 15 minutes, and that's it. Otherwise, you have to escalate the issue. So it really depends where you work at. So that was our service level agreement. I'm not sure what your service level agreement is. Some companies have up to an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Um, in my job as well, we had our ticketing system where if the person was like a CFO, and I'm putting my hands like this because for me it doesn't matter if you're CEO, CFO, CI, you're still important to me as a customer. But a lot of these companies, if they're like executive level and you're doing executive level support with ServiceNow, their name would show up in red and it would say VP on it because they're like important, if that makes sense. Well, obviously everyone's important, but their name would just show up in red. And it's just like, okay, so this guy's important, so we have to fix it really quickly or whatever, or this girl's very important, we have to fix it really quickly because they're important because they have their names highlighted in red, blah blah blah. So I'm just going over the tickets, like how that works and everything. So hopefully that makes sense. I'm gonna share my screen again. Hey guys, hope you guys are doing well. Today's video is sponsored by PDQ. PDQ is a software deployment application tool. Actually, it does more than that. They do devices, they do software, they do vulnerabilities, they do Windows updates, and they do deployment applications as well. So say, for example, you have a customer, you don't want to bother that customer, and that customer needs an application ASAP. You can install an application on their device. So here I have one device set up, and I'll show you how that works. So the device is right here, desktop. As you can see, there are different applications on the left-hand side. So if you want to deploy an application for this desktop, which just happens to be my machine, you could do 7-zip and you could go here and click on it, and then you could do deploy, and then you could just type 7-zip. Is it 64-bit? And then here you just put the name of the device, so it's called desktop. You click on that, and then it says it's going to install the latest version of 7-zip, and you hit deploy. And as you go back to the device, and if you click on the device, so we're just going to go back here, and it's going to give you a bunch of stuff that it's trying to install. So it says successful install 7-zip, gives you more information. It's uninstalling the old version. And now it's uninstalling the old version of 64-bit 7-zip. now install 7-zip successfully. And if you go in here, you should see 7-zip right there. It's actually literally right there. So it's super easy to install, super easy to deploy. Um, no issues with this application. Like I said, I definitely recommend PDQ to big companies, small companies. If you're trying to deploy an application and you don't want to bother the customer while they're working while on the phone, I definitely recommend PDQ. Again, thank you, PDQ, for sponsoring this video and for help having me use your application. I really enjoy it and it's super seamless and easy to use. Hope you guys have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. So yeah, obviously, yeah, diagnose problems, troubleshoot problems, provide guidance to level 1, level 2, work closely with the IT team, provide on-call support. That makes sense. Yes, you have to know Windows 10 Active Directory. You have to know about local area network, wireless area network, VPN, troubleshooting VPN, mobile devices, obviously troubleshooting iPhone, Android devices, virus and spyware removal tool techniques, hardware support, and printer support. So for someone that's level 3, I mean, if you have 1 year of experience, I would apply to this job. I'm not sure what the pay is. There's no actual pay in the job. I don't. I hate applying for jobs that have no pay on it at all. Like it's like, and I'm not trying to be a jerk or just be a pain in the butt, but I don't want to waste your time if you're interviewing me for a job that the pay is super low, right? So that's why I prefer to have the salary somewhere on the job posting because I don't want to waste your time and we don't want to waste each other's time. So I want to just make sure that the pay makes sense for the job that I'm applying for. So that's why, like, for example, this job I like this because it has the actual pay. It says 27 to 30 an hour, which is I greatly appreciate that. So let's see what they're asking for. It's a IT service provider. So it's an MSP company. And I made videos on MSP companies. You know I love working at MSP companies. So Active Directory, group policy, DNS, DCP, Microsoft services, resolve issues for Exchange Admin Center, Intro ID, Azure AD, MFA, multi-factor authentication, conditional access authentication. So yeah, you would do conditional access if you're using Intro ID. You have the capability of doing that. Support tenant migrations, domain transitions, licensing administrators, identity synchronization, troubleshooting VPN firewalls, endpoint alerts, with a little bit of some cybersecurity in there. 3 to 5 years of IT experience. Active Directory, Office 365, Microsoft 365, ConnectWise to connect those to ticketing system. You can remote into machines as well. Yeah. Remote management tool, that makes sense. Must have network plus security. Yeah, so this job is for someone that already has experience. This is not a level 1 job, this is level 2. So this definitely you need to know how to do some of these things. But I think if someone has the skills to do the job, I would urge them to apply to a tier 2 job regardless of anything, if that makes sense. So that's just my opinion. So let's go to the next job. We'll do a help desk technician. This definitely looks like an entry level job. Um, doesn't really have a lot of information. So let me go to a different job. Let's see here. Let me find a different job. IT technicians, MSP on site help desk. They're asking for Windows Server, Microsoft 365, Azure AD networking more. Cybersecurity best practices to keep clients safe. That makes sense. So 4 years of IT. I mean, if you have 1 year of experience, I would apply to this job. This is bonus points if you have voice over IP experience and you have Network Plus, Security Plus, or Microsoft certifications. Bonus points as well if you have a degree in computer science. Like if you have a computer science degree, I would apply to this job. All right, let's go to the next job. What else we have here? Let's see. Um, I wish I wish you would just say entry level. I mean, I could type it in, but it's fine. See service desk. Oh, yeah, they have a technology job from McDonald's. Look at that job actually. $18 an hour. This is actually okay. It's not. I thought it was gonna be POS systems, but it's not. So it's actually an IT support job. So provide end user by diagnosing, resolving hardware, software problems. That makes sense. Manage help desk systems, customer support tickets. Yep, makes sense. Learn about networking, VPN. That makes sense. Active Directory. I got over Active Directory already, so I'm not gonna make any videos on this. I mean, maybe I will make a video again on it, but I want to add like a lab to it probably. No, maybe next week I'll make a video on it. User account setup permissions, group policy, support software troubleshooting, Windows, Mac, Linux, collab with teams for IT infrastructure projects involving an analysis of networking performance issues, blah 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 blah. Okay, networking. Yeah, like if you have hands-on training, some hands-on like you don't have to be level one. You could apply to this job. It's $18 an hour. I'm not sure what the cost of living is in this area. I wish it would pay more, to be honest with you, but you just go to the next job. But yeah, hopefully that makes sense. We have what do we have here? I'm looking for another entry level job. Oh, this is New York. This is the IT specialist one. Okay, this is choices for people center. I always look at like the description here, help tickets queue, troubleshoot user provisioning, blah blah blah. So they're asking for admin. So you need to know how to do admin stuff, which include Exchange Online, SharePoint, Teams, and OneDrive. Manage user accounts, groups, and permissions through intro ID. So they use Active Directory with intro ID is what they use. Provide technical support for hardware, monitor help desk ticketing software daily, provide application support for EHR, administer phone PBX and configure VoIP phones, monitor system performance and assist with implementing security best practices, manage bring your own device. BYOD means bring your own device. So basically, they don't give out mobile devices. You have to bring your own freaking phone or whatever. And I say that because it's kind of annoying. Like I don't like having like a third party app on my phone and it's being managed by IT. That's just my opinion. I'd rather have a company handheld phone like I have right now currently in my job. So just don't like putting anything on my phone. But and I'm not the only one that's against that. So, but it's okay. That's just this job is requiring that. Support deployment and troubleshooting of Windows 11 devices and other IT hardware. So they probably use Intune for mobile devices, and they probably use Intune for Windows 11 devices as well for all their devices for hardware. Collab with vendors and internal teams to resolve technical issues. Assist the director of IT and IT projects and system upgrades. So you have to have 1 to 2. Yeah, so this is definitely an entry level job. All this stuff you could learn it on your own. I actually made a video on this on how to get intro ID for free. So if you go to here and you do Microsoft intro ID free trial, I'm gonna go to this. Try for free. Just give me a second. Yep. And if you do that, you could actually sign up for a free license. You just have to put an email address. I mean, I'm not gonna sign up for it, but you have access to do that. Plans and pricing. And you have different levels of intro ID. And then what you do is what I would recommend you do if you're trying to get specifically for this job right here, right? Like I wanna and I'm actually gonna write like, okay, so it's asking for this stuff, right? And I said, okay, well, how am I gonna get intro ID experience, Kev? What the heck, you know? So, you know, you have the experience. You could definitely get experience, you know. It's just going online and looking for it, right? So like you have intro ID free training, right? And I'm pretty sure they have free training here, they have free training here. They even have videos on YouTube, right? So I would just go to here and play around with this stuff, which is free. And then they have this other one as well, an intro ID. And then I would sign up with this plan temporarily for a month and just go over it and then add that experience on my resume and I would be more than ready to apply for this job that's right here. So that's what I would do if I was in your shoes, literally. That's what I would do. If I was brand new to IT and I was trying to get a job and I was trying to learn these skills, just go online and just sign up for a trial and play around with it. All right. We're gonna go over one more job and then we'll call it a day after that. So let me look for another entry level job. I love making videos like this. If this helps you out, let me know. Please, like I said, like, subscribe, comment down below if you like seeing videos like this. I mean, I'm gonna make videos, educational videos, going back to like technical videos soon, but I just wanted to make this video for today. All right. That is not entry level. Let's look for a different job. Here we go. IT technician. Proficient with Word, Excel, PC repaired, 2 to 4 years. Okay. Background on Windows OS, Windows Server. Yep. Ability to diagnose, rectify a wide range of complex hardware issues. Let's look for a different job. Let's look for another job. Information tech, IT technician level 2, Florida. Interesting. See what they're asking for. If there's anything I know how to do, I think that makes sense. Okay, so it's the same thing. They're asking for intro ID experience, OneDrive experience. You could get the admin stuff for free for Teams, SharePoint, OneDrive. You could play around with this for free. You just gotta go online and look for it. Deploy, configure, maintain, troubleshoot Windows. So I'm gonna assume that they probably use Intune or they use some sort of MDM device. Like say I manage info. Yeah, Intune's right there. See, I found it. So yeah, so you could definitely learn how to do that. Use Zendesk. So like their preference of ticketing systems, Zendesk. Obviously, there's ServiceNow, there's Jira. Depends what you're trying to use. And they have their onboarding, offboarding with MFA setup. And you have to work with a cybersecurity team for projects here as well. Monitor ticket queue, ensure service level expectation. I talked about service level agreement like earlier in this video, so you know what that is. And then they have system upgrades, deployments, migration, IT improvement initiatives. And you have to have 3 years. You don't have to have 3 years of experience. I think if you just learn the stuff I just told you about, you could apply for this job. Microsoft 365 admin, you could learn that. Intro ID, you can learn that. Endpoint Intune, you can learn this. Windows 10, 11, you can learn this. Desktop imaging through endpoint, yeah, that's part of Intune. That's part of Intune, so you can learn that. Experience with Mac, you can learn that. Ticketing system experience, you can learn that. Just sign up for a free ticketing system. Build a lab, learn Active Directory group policy, you could definitely learn that as well. And then just basic networking, you can learn that as well. And then yeah, it's asking for A plus and or plus security plus when you search, right? And they have on-call schedule for after hours. And apparently it's a good company to work for. That's what it says, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I would just go here and just do some research on the company, see their reviews. Some people have something good to say, some have something bad to say. I don't know, but just do your research on these companies. Obviously, you're interviewing them like they're interviewing you. And that is the last job I'm gonna look at for today. So hopefully you guys are having a wonderful Sunday. Thanks for watching. Um, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. And hopefully this helps you out. Take care.